So I've been doing some terraforming, and this is an interesting way to open up the episode. But I've been terraforming, as you can see here, and it looks weird. I hate terraforming. Terraforming sucks. Why do I terraform? But I had to terraform because I had to make this house a little bigger for a specific reason that we're not going to talk about in this episode. But, ladies and gentlemen, hello. Welcome back. Where's my horse? Welcome back to Where's My Horse? Starring Joda, Nexer, Weather, and Lemons. Coming sometime in February. Stay tuned. Anyways, like I was saying, so yes, welcome back to an episode of Minecraft on the I always want to say JFS on the Minecraft server, like with the Minecraft server, but no, we're not the Minecraft server. We're just a Minecraft server, the only Minecraft server you should be watching. No. You should be watching other servers too. You should be free to watch whichever servers you want to watch because... Yes. Because, yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing? How's the wife? How's the family? How's the kids? You know, all that good jazz. I'm doing pretty good. I've had quite an interesting week, to say the least. And we're not going to talk about that week. No, we're not, because... reasons. No, we're going to talk about other stuff in this episode, and as you can tell from the title, we're going to talk about stuff that happened today on December 14th, 2017, and we're not going to talk about the other thing that happened. All you need to know, my opinion on that thing that happened, my stance on it, is that freedom! Yes, that's all you guys need to know. I am crazy, and Weather joined the game. He's gonna say something crazy. I'm sure of it. So, yeah, Joda. Hi, I'm Joda. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the other thing that happened on December 14th, and that is the title of my episode. I hope, maybe. We're gonna talk about Disney acquisition of Fox, 21st Century Fox, which is really amazing and means that really amazing stuff. And yeah, we're gonna talk about how I personally would introduce the X-Men into the MCU. Now, as many of you might know, I am a writer. Or at least I'm trying to be a writer. And I don't know, I decided to be creative today and come up with... Why are my sounds so loud? Please lower my sounds. Bring... That should be better. What was I just saying? I don't remember. That turned into sand. Magic. I was saying something about being a writer. So yeah, I'm a writer, a wannabe writer. Still haven't gotten any published, but still doesn't mean that I don't try. Brother Master would be right back. Doesn't mean I don't write every day, or at least try to write every single day. Sometimes it can be hard with writer's block and stuff. Writer's block can be a complete bitch at times, but still I try my best to write and keep writing and hope that one day my writing is good enough that I can get published and anyone could read my stories. So maybe if you're watching this when my story comes out, comment down below and say, I read your book, Joda. Who knows? I probably would never get published, but still, I like to keep positive, and I usually say to myself, it's not a matter of if I get published. It's a matter of when I get published. It's all positive thinking bullshit. I like to think positive, but sometimes the negative weighs out the positive and leads to chaos and sadness and shit. But anyways, let's not talk about my depressing life. Let's talk about Disney acquisition of Fox, of 21st Century Fox. So, you know what this means? That eventually, this is going to lead to a crossover between the X-Men and Avengers, Fantastic Four and Avengers. It's just going to lead to some really, really awesome crossovers that I'm completely hyped about. I can't wait to see Wolverine in the MCU, just like how we thought we would never see Spider-Man in the MCU. We are finally going to get X-Men in MCU, and it is going to be glorious. But you might be wondering how they would introduce X-Men to the MCU, since X-Men is already a part of their own kind of cinematic universe with like Deadpool and potentially Fantastic Four if they ever make a good movie. But I'm not saying, oh god, I need to like burp. Give me a second. Oh, excuse me. Oh man. You know, one of those closed mouth burps? That's what I just had. You probably heard it. Maybe. Maybe not. Comment down below if you heard it. There's gonna be a lot of comments in this video. So yeah, like I was saying, X-Men has their own cinematic universe, and you kind of don't want... It's a good cinematic universe. I really enjoy the X-Men First Class stuff. I really enjoy the old X-Men movies. And I think you do not take away from that universe. Instead, you smash the multiverse together and fuse our universes together. So this is how I would write X-Men, Fantastic Four, all those characters coming to the MCU. So, depending on how Avengers 3 turns out, I would have it end on a cliffhanger. The heroes are broken, Thanos has pretty much won. But, of course, the fighting's not over, because if it was, we won't have Avengers 4. So, the few heroes that are remaining make it out the battle alive and start planning the revolution at the end of Avengers 3. The post-credit scene of Avengers 3, I would imagine it shows the remaining Infinity Stone, because the way I would write Avengers 3, Thanos gets all the Infinity Stones except one. And that one is going to be the kind of focus point of Thanos and his mad tyrant in Avengers 4. So the heroes have the last Infinity Stone, and they are gonna use it to make a weapon. And the person to build that weapon is Tony Stark, Iron Man. He's gonna build it to gain revenge after losing Spider-Man. Yes, Peter Parker is dead. We just got him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Why are you killing him off so early? Well, he's eventually gonna come back. Heroes never die. Even if they die, they will come back better than ever. And hopefully they don't digitally remove their mustache. Looking at you, Justice League. Anyways, with the whole bringing back Peter Parker, Spider-Man, it could be in the middle of this movie. It could be at the end of this movie. Actually, I would say at the end of the movie. Yeah. Move it to the end of the movie. Or it could be held up for his own solo movie. But I like the idea of him being revived at the end of Avengers 4. Now, Captain America is also dead, and his death should pretty much come at the end of Avengers 3. Spider-Man's death should come around the middle of Avengers 3. Cap's death right at the end. And all these deaths, Tony Stark, Iron Man, he needs to witness them. He needs to see all these deaths, all his friends killed before his eyes. And this needs to drive him to want revenge, to not let the memory of what Cap stood for, what Spider-Man stood for, what all the heroes who have fallen stood for. He wants revenge against Thanos. So he builds a weapon that will use the last Infinity Stone. This weapon I will dub the Infinity Cannon. Anyways, around the middle of the movie begins the last battle. Thanos, Mad Tyrant, has brought him to the last Infinity Stone. The remaining heroes prepare for the last fight. Sadly, everyone fails. Thanos just completely destroys them. The Infinity Cannon is no match against Thanos, who has there's 6 Infinity Stones, right? He has 5 Infinity Stones, and he's looking for his remaining 6th. He destroys the Infinity Cannon, gets his last Infinity Stone, and he has become all powerful with all the Infinity Stones and the Infinity Gauntlets. Now he teleports all the remaining superheroes to the final stage. Tony Stark is broken, and Thanos has him in chains, and forces him to watch as his friends all die. So, yeah. Now, my phone is going off, so I am gonna be right back. January 1st. It's coming, Joda. It's coming. Okay, that was a strange phone call. It was laughing. Huh. There's been some strange stuff going on this channel. And a strange laughing video that recently was uploaded. I didn't do that. I don't know who did. Somebody's been messing with my channel. It's scary. And now they're calling me. It's getting even more scary. Stop it, whoever you are. Stop it. God. I'm an idiot. Anyways, where was I? So, yeah, Thanos destroys the Infinity Cannon. And basically, he teleports all the remaining superheroes to the final stage. Tony Stark is broken. He's in chains, and Thanos forces him to watch as his friends all die, basically. All the remaining superheroes die. And I kind of want to have Winter Soldier still alive in this. I think Winter Soldier and Tony Stark, after Cap dies, they really bond together. But yeah, he will eventually die due to Thanos's Mad Tyrant. So yeah, all the remaining superheroes dies. They all die. Death, as you guys know, Thanos is in love with. Well, those of you who know the comics and shit like that, Death is in love with Thanos. Now, also thinking, Death is also married to Deadpool, and you could have Deadpool in the movie now, since that's a thing. But I'm not gonna introduce Deadpool yet. That comes later for a team-up movie with Spider-Man, because that's a thing. Let me count this out and get some logs. Oh man. So anyways, Thanos basically calls out to Death. Asks Death if she is pleased with his work, if she's pleased that she has destroyed these heroes. Death pretty much does not answer him, and when Death pretty much ignores him, he goes even more mad with power and snaps his fingers and just deletes half of the life in the universe. And yeah, it would be an awesome moment and pay homage to that comic book moment where Thanos does that, snaps his fingers and erases half of the life in the universe. That would be pretty awesome. Now, as for defeating Thanos, hold on, give me 1 second and I'll get to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, good. It is 11. Okay. So anyways, as for defeating Thanos, we are gonna have the one, the only, Howard the Duck come in and defeat Thanos. Yes, 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 Howard the Duck. He is gonna defeat Thanos by... No, he's not gonna defeat Thanos. You know how pissed people would be if Howard the freaking Duck showed out of nowhere, shoved a sword in Thanos' face, and just looked at Tony Stark and says, "What are you looking at, bub?" I can think how many people would walk out of the movie theater. It would make for a funny moment. I'm pretty sure I would laugh. I'm pretty sure I would say, "What the fuck just happened?" But I would end up laughing at the end. But to be honest, as for who really should defeat Thanos, it should be Tony. Tony at this whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. It started with Iron Man. It started with Tony Stark. It started with Robert Downey Jr. How else could you end this, how many years, 10-year journey by having it end with the person you started out with, having it end with Iron Man defeating Thanos? And the way I would write this is that Tony somehow gets the Infinity Gauntlet. As you guys know, in the comics, well, some of you guys know, maybe none of you guys know, but in the comics, Gamora, one of the daughters of Thanos, who's been in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, she actually gets the Infinity Gauntlet, and she's the one to kind of defeat Thanos. At least stun him to the point where Adam Warlock could defeat him. But, yeah. So I would instead just have Tony be the one who gets the Infinity Gauntlet and is the one who... Well, he doesn't defeat Thanos, but he is the cause for Thanos' defeat. He gets the Infinity Gauntlet, and he uses it to bring back all the fallen heroes. And to make the world right again. And let's pretty much base it, the world isn't gonna be right. Hint, hint at the title of this video. And yeah, he would not know how to control the Infinity Gauntlet. It would be a toll on his body using all the stones. And it would just drain him of all his energy. But as a final act, and to unfortunately end his story, we have Tony Stark using the gauntlet one last time to take away all of Thanos' powers, giving all the heroes who are alive now a chance to defeat him. The last thing Tony should see is Cap. He should see Cap as one of the last people he sees. He can see Spider-Man, he can see Rhodey, he can see anyone. But definitely, for the last thing Tony ever sees, should be Captain America. So yeah, Tony looks at Cap and he smiles. And he says for the last time in one of what could be the most emotional scene ever, Avengers, assemble. Tony Stark is now dead. This last act of heroism allows the remaining Avengers, the reborn Avengers, to defeat Thanos. Tony is remembered, and the team goes back to Earth and has a pretty huge funeral for Tony. They remember him, and on his gravestone it says, Tony, Iron Man, Anthony Stark. Friend, leader, Avengers. I mean, Avengers! He was more than one Avengers. No. Friend, leader, Avenger. And roll the credits. But wait! You know there's always got to be an end credit scene. I haven't even gotten how we're introducing the X-Men. So let's get into that. Like all Marvel movies, there should be at least 2 end screens. The first one after they have all these stars names pass by. And then the one after all the credits, after sitting down for 15 minutes, waiting in anticipation for what is next. So the first end credit scene should be of Captain America. It's after the funeral. Cap is getting ready to leave. He pretty much no longer wants to be on Earth. He feels like Earth doesn't really suit him anymore. So he's gonna leave. But a person calls out to him. A person sitting down in the darkness. He calls and says, "Hello, Captain America." Or should I say Steve Rogers? "I am Charles Xavier, and we need to talk." Cap is pretty much confused, and he's about to attack, feeling like this is another one of Thanos' tricks. One of Thanos' last trick to torment the Avengers. That's when the Feast of Resistance. Wolverine says, "I want to do that, bub." Lights the cigar. Roll credits. The second end credit scene would follow the first Avengers movie. It's got to introduce a villain, and it won't show the next big Avengers villain, but it would show his herald flying away from a planet that has blown up. Galactus is now on his way to Earth. And that's pretty much how I would introduce the X-Men. Pretty much with Tony fusing all the multiverses together by accident. And yeah, brings the X-Men to his universe, and the X-Men stays there permanently. Unless I add the Fantastic Four to that list of people who stay there permanently, because let's face it, we want a good Fantastic Four movie. And Silver Surfer, Galactus, and stuff. Major Fantastic Four things. Anyways, so that's how I would pretty much write introducing the what you call it to the cinematic universe, introducing the X-Men to the cinematic universe. That's pretty much how I'd write it. So yeah, Avengers die. Cap dies. Tony dies. But everyone returns at the end and hugs it out. Except Tony. He's permanently dead. And besides, I think having Tony die at the end of Avengers 4 would just be perfect. Now, it would be weird since Chris Evans probably does not want to do another Captain America movie. But maybe you can convince him to stay with the addition of Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine, because I would love to see Hugh Jackman return as Wolverine entering the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That would be freaking awesome. But yeah, the X-Men coming back home. X-Men and Fantastic Four coming back home. We're finally, probably, hopefully, are gonna get a really good Fantastic Four movie. And I do think the X-Men movies are pretty decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, I think the X-Men movies are pretty good. First Class, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, yeah. But still, it was better than, fucking... Oh, what's that movie? The third X-Men... Last Stand. X-Men Last Stand. So yeah. I truly can't wait. Now, you might be wondering what I was building here the whole time, that I hope that I would have completed by the time this episode was done, but I didn't complete it, so... Yeah. We're probably gonna continue this another time. I'll probably build it off camera. And through the magic of editing, I can do this. Yeah. Editing. Magic. Yeah. Sure. I do edit. Fuck. I messed that up. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to fix that later. But for the sake of this video, for the sake of me burping. Oh god. I'm gonna remove this. Actually, I got an idea for this bridge. Don't you worry, it's not gonna be at this height. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that episode, and I haven't really explained what this building is, or what this island is, or why I'm on this island. I'm pretty sure I explained what this island would be in a previous episode, but I'm pretty sure I didn't. But anyways, I'm gonna end off this episode right now. As you can see, weather has not returned. This has made me sad. Thanks, weather, for making me sad. We'll probably continue building this in the next episode. We'll probably work on something else in the next episode. I don't know. But whatever that episode will be, it will be next time, because I need to end this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little interesting video. This little Joda books the Avengers, or Joda writes the Avengers, or Joda writes the X-Men joining the MCU. I hope it's interesting. I hope you guys find it interesting. And I hope a similar type of movie will come out. And I hope, if not a similar type, something maybe better. Something a lot better. I'm pretty sure a lot better than what I came up with. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I think I'll see you guys in the next episode whenever that will. Oh, glitchiness. Whatever that will be. Yeah. So guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm an idiot.